Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amanda Sukma Wardhani from Faculty Economy and Business. I will read the text. What is money? What is money? Money is considered to be one of the greatest inventions of humanity along with alphabet and wheel. Its role in a society life is still very important. As Shakespeare wrote, gold makes white out of black and a hero out of coward. So what is money? Money is anything used by a society to purchase goods and services of research. The members of the society receive money for their product or research. Then they either hold that money or use it to purchase other product or research. When and how they save it, the money or use it to purchase other product or research. The use of paper money began in the early 1511 century. Today, the most commonly used objects are metal coins and paper bills, which together are called currency. Money has been called the root of all evil. It has also been described as the vile blood of commerce. But however you may look upon it, money remains in great demand. Money economists give three main research or demand for money. 1. The need for money for payment of wages, rent, debts, and the costs of food, clothing, and shelter. This type of need is called a transaction demand. The money is not for transaction of daily life. The transaction demand is the strongest amongst lower income people. They need almost all their money for the necessities of life. People with higher incomes can set aside part of their income for investment and savings. 2. The need for money for expenses that might arise in the future. The money is set aside for a rainy day, usually in a bank account. It is not usually investment in long terms on risky projects since the money must be at hand when needed. The demand for this rainy day money is called a precautionary demand. It is held as a precaution in the event of future needs. 3. The need for money for investment purpose. People might want to invest money in business, land, building, or equities, antiques. These investments are risky, but people who invest in them are using their money to earn money. The demand for this money is called investment demand. There is always a chance of losing money in such investment. When the demand for money is for very risky project, it is called a speculative demand. The function money. We have already noticed the money aids in the exchange of goods and services for research. And it does, but does a rather general way of stating money's function. Let us look at three specific functions of money in any society. 1. Money serves as a medium of exchange. A medium of exchange is anything that is accepted as payment for product and research. This definition looks very much like the definition of money, and it is meant to because the primary function of money is to serve as a medium of exchange. The key word here in accept. As long as to as long as the owners of product and research accept money in an exchange, it is performing this function. Of course, this owner accept is because they know it is acceptable to be owners of other product and research, which they might wish to purchase. For example, the family in our earlier example can sell their vegetable and use the money to purchase clothes from the weavers. This eliminates the problem associated with the barter system. 2. Money serves as a measure of value. A measure of value is a single standard or yardstick that is used to assign value to and compare to value of product and research. Money serves as a measure of value because the price of all product and research are stated in terms of money. It is thus the common denominator that we use to compare products and decide which we shall buy. Imagine the difficulty you would have in deciding whether you could afford, say, a pair of shoes if it were priced in terms of yards of cloth or pounds of vegetable. Especially if your employer happened to pay you in toothbrush. 3. Money represents a store of value. Money that is received by an individual or firm need not be used immediately. It may be held and spent later. Hence, money serves as a store of value or a means for retaining and accumulating wealth. This function of money comes into play whenever we hold on the money in a pocket, a cookie jar, a saving account, or whatever. Value what is stored as money is affected by fluctuation in the economy. One of the major problems caused by inflation is a loss of stored value. As prices go up in an inflationary period, money loses value. Suppose you can buy a Sony stereo system for 1,000, then we might say that your 1,000 now has a value equal to the value of the system. But let's just suppose that you wait a while and don't buy the stereo immediately. If the price goes up to 1,000, in the meantime, because of inflation, you can no longer buy the stereo with your 1,000. Your money has lost value because it is now worth less than the stereo. Important characteristic of money. To be acceptable is a medium of exchange. Money must be fairly easy to use. It must be trusted, and it must be capable of performing its function. Together, these requirements give rise to 5 essential characteristic. 1. Divisibility. The standard unit of money must be divisible into smaller units to accommodate small purchases as well as large ones. American standard is the dollar, and it is divided into 100, 1/20, 1/10, 1/4, and 1/2 stroke. The issuance of coins, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarter, and half-dollar, respectively. This allows people to make purchases of less than $1 and of odds amount greater than $1. 2. Portability. Money must be small enough and light enough to be carried easily. For this reason, paper currency is issued in large denomination multiples of the standard unit. 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100 bills make our money convenient for almost any purchase. 3. Stability. Money should retain its value over time. When it does not, during periods of high inflation, people did lose faith in their money. They might then turn to other means of storing value, such as gold and jewels, work of art, and real estate. In extreme cases, they might use such items as a medium of exchange as well. They might even resort to barter. 4. Durability. The object that serves as money should be strong enough to last through reasonable usage. No one will appreciate or use dollar bills that disintegrate as they were handled, or coin that's melted in the sun. 5. Difficulty of counterfeiting. If a nation's currency were easy to counterfeit, that is, to imitate or fake, its citizens would be uneasy about accepting as a payment. Even genuine currency would soon lose its value because no one would want it. Thus, the countries that issue currency do their best to ensure that it's very hard to reproduce. Thank you.